So leading up to the initial meeting, as a client, you're going to fill out our intake form, and that's just going to have basically all the information we need to know just from the get-go. If there's any questions and things that you have, we're going to be able to fill in those gaps throughout our meetings and our conversations together in that first meeting, just to make sure everyone's up to speed. Normally, you're going to have 1 to 2 attorneys in there where we're going to be taking notes, learning more about your family, and really your biggest role as a client is just going to be to paint that picture of what your family looks like for us. During that initial meeting, we're getting to know each other, getting to build a relationship with one another, just because I want to make sure that any of the clients that I interact with feel comfortable with me as their attorney. And I know that the more comfortable you feel with me, the more willing you're going to be able to share those details of your life. And the more we know, the better we're going to be able to protect you. We'll talk a little bit about what assets you have, just to learn what are we needing to move into your trust, or what are we going to need to make sure is deeded into your trust, things like that. So the biggest role of the client after that first meeting is just going to be reading through your documents and making sure they match your preferences. We will definitely point out the exact provisions of your trust that contain those specific preferences that you have. We want to make sure that they match exactly what your intentions are. Your biggest role is just going to be to make sure that the documents match your exact intention, but we're going to help lead you and point you to where you need to be reviewing them. So depending on what information we cover in your first meeting, the steps afterwards for clients can be just a little bit different. Our next steps will be to send you a homework list, and you're probably not expecting to still have homework these days, but that's going to be just a list of any items that maybe we didn't totally cover in the meeting that still needed some time to think over. And that's going to be your chance to think those over. Once those are sent to us, then we'll be able to finalize your drafts of your estate plan and send those over for your review. Sometimes though, when we're in the meetings, and especially if our intake form has been filled out super diligently, we'll be able to jump straight to drafts. And that's when our team will go to work. We'll build those documents for your review, send them over. We love to do follow-up calls with our clients, whether that's coming into our office or just giving us a telephone call or a Zoom call. We're happy to walk through any documents or homework questions that you might still have some hesitancy on. Never are you going to feel that you're just waiting on our end for periods of time, wondering, when is Katie going to reach out to me? When is my team going to let me know what's going on? So following the initial meeting, our next meeting with clients is going to be really up to them, depending on if they want to have a follow-up call to go over any homework answers that you might have. If we need to have an in-person meeting to review drafts, we're going to be flexible and available for you all and be there for you if you need us. If it's something where we are pounding out the documents, everything looks good, then we'll definitely get to see you again at the execution of your documents.